Hello, everyone. Yeah, hello, everyone. This has been a truly great awful block so far. Alpha is a great run, and it only gets better from here, I think. So this is Cartoon Summer Resort. You don't hear sound right now. That's okay. That's by design. This is a very fun game, unique game from the Cartoon Network website back in the very early 2000s, maybe even the late 90s. So you're gonna see a lot of your favorite Cartoon Network characters from around that time period as we go through four different levels of this little mini RPG here. But I'll let the rest kind of speak for itself. We're gonna get started here. Three, two, one, go. So, the premise of this game is that we are on a summer resort, obviously, with a bunch of these Cartoon Network characters, and there's get four distinct levels with different problems to solve. The first one that we're playing currently is called Pool Problems. There's a pool on the island that needs repairs. Our goal is to going to be collect 5 items that will plug 5 holes in the pipe. We also need a wrench to just get in the building. And the basic premise of this game is a lot of item swapping. So we're going to be collecting items and going on particular routes the fastest way possible in order to get the characters and items we need to get the routes done faster. So we first grab Sunblock and then the character Chicken from Cow and Chicken. Throwback to that show. And then we're going to make the long trek over here. This disco will be relevant later, so keep an eye on that. Oops. You're also going to notice that there's a lot of bonking sounds, and the bonking sounds are very obnoxious. You're also going to notice that this song is an absolute jam, and it's going to be stuck in your head because every level uses just the one song, and it works on a loop. So we return Chicken to Cow there, head on over to grab the boat, which is going to be important for every episode here, and then we're going to head up into the water. Alright, we need these very important bananas, which has a very hard puzzle to grab them where you just have to move that tree. That's all you gotta do. And we're gonna head down here. Our baboon wants the bananas, huge shock there. Mojo Jojo from Powerpuff Girls fame. A lot of great characters here, especially if you grew up as a kid around those times. It's just wonderful. Susie, who's a character in Johnny Bravo. Alright, one of the only points of RNG in the run is coming up here, which is duck RNG here. We got these lake of ducks. We're trying to get by as fast as we can to grab the wrench down here. We got good luck going in, but that's why this is RNG based, because you just get stuck on them as we were wanting them to move away, but there we go, we got by. Not too shabby. Alright, and this is actually running up to the end of level 1. Like I said, there's 4 levels here. There's going to be a mini blackout in between levels here as we reload. We just click the 5 items, patches up the holes, and episode 1 is complete. Now we're on episode 2. Alright, episode 2 deals with a problem on the tennis courts here, where Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory built a tennis robot that has gone a little bit insane and is starting to terrorize people with tennis balls. So we're going to find, you guessed it, 5 things to plug up the holes in the tennis robot. And we're also going to need a suit of armor just to get inside the place to begin with. So we're going to work on that, and it's the same exact premise. We're just collecting items, interacting with these really cool Cartoon Network characters, and just doing trading, just doing classic swaps to get what we need. So for example, we just grabbed a pet rock from underneath a car in the parking lot to trade to Dee Dee from Dexter's Lab, who gives us a flower. And then we're going to take this flower and talk to Susie again, who's going to give us a tambourine, which will be important in a second. We're going to go to these fountains, and whoa, hidden stuff in the fountains. There's an octopus under that one. You know, octopuses love living under fountains. And then we're going to head up here. Most things that you can touch and interact with will create a text box, so you're going to see me try to avoid the walls and doors as much as possible, just because we don't need the extra frames here. Okay, we're gonna grab a boat again. Grab this stuffed teddy bear. Ignore chicken for just a second as we talk to cow instead, and then chicken. And head back up here. Classic wallet found situation, if we can get by there. That island with crabs will be very important later. One of the biggest biggest RNG points in the run there will be coming up here shortly. But first, we're gonna go into this little cabin section where Johnny Bravo has a fake mustache. Then we're gonna head down. This game, if you're getting lost on what's going on in this game, you're not the only one. Courage here wants the mustache for a disguise. Alright, and then we're going to return the lost wallet to the mayor from Powerpuff Girls as well. Use the money he just gave us to buy a pair of sunglasses. And then head up in diagonal here to talk to Eustace from Courage the Cowardly Dog. Courage, obviously, we just saw. And then the biggest point here is going to be crab RNG here. If you touch any of these crabs, they will warp you to a random location, which obviously will lose time. The benefit that we have is that if we stop moving, they cannot touch you. Oops. So we need this suit of armor here, and then we're gonna take that warp on purpose. So we get the turnip here. With the reason that crab always warps us to this location, and we want to grab the turnip here. And now we actually have all 5 things and the suit of armor that we need. So we just have to make the long trek over to the tennis courts, which are literally the farthest point from here, very far away. So while I'm walking there, I'll just take the opportunity. If you're at all nostalgic for this game, you're not alone. It's whenever I post the videos on YouTube. For this run, they're always some of my most commented videos on asking how you can play these games. They were, like I said, they were literally from a website, the Cartoon Network website. They're not, you know, downloadable games or PC games by nature. Obviously, you play them on PC, but what we're using to play them is a flash game preservation program that I cannot recommend highly enough. It is called Flashpoint, developed by Blue Maxima. And it has a lot of your favorite games from the early web period, if you miss a particular one. Alright, and this is going to be episode 2. We just need to watch the robot here dissolve, and then we're going to move right on to episode 3. Alright, episode 3, one of my favorite ones. The premise is there's a volcano about to be exploding on the island, and 2 things. 1, we have to save all of the animals that are near the volcano by pairing them up with members of the island, the summer resort. And 2, Courage is trapped inside the volcano. This is my favorite level because we basically skip everything. We actually don't really play this level as designed at all. Basically what is supposed to happen is once we pair up the animals with their partner, the animals will then give us a talisman that's going to be used to pass through locked gates inside of the volcano. However, we can skip all of the gates, so we don't have to pair up any animals at all, and we just have to walk basically into the volcano, grab Courage, and that's going to be the end of the episode here. There's the gates as described, but there is a little warp point here. It's not meant to be designed to go through that wall, but, you know, this game weirdly doesn't have the, you know, strongest coding, so we're just gonna walk through here. Alright. Hit this teleporter. Hit this. Grab Courage. Move this rock. And that's the end of episode 3. Our 4th and final episode. I know, we're already getting close to the end here. This is called Disco Dilemma. What happens is we have a disco party that needs a little bit of setting up, of course, but the men, quote unquote, in the game are a little bit worried about their appearance when they go to this dance. So we need to up their style game a little bit, collect all 5 of the quote unquote boy characters, and then bring them to the dance and pair them with the girls that are more or less attracted to them. So That at least that is the same every time. That doesn't randomize with RNG, so we just have to know in what order to grab them. And because it doesn't randomize, then I already know which women want which men, again, quote unquote. So it's not a lot to memorize. We just have to get the boys confident enough to go. This is another little RNG point here. Mojo Jojo just moves randomly. We do need to talk to him once anyway, but we do need to get by and grab the shovel, and then hopefully get out unscathed, which was pretty good, so. Alright, we make another long trek over to the area down this way, kind of near the first aid station. Gonna grab some warm milk from cow, which is kind of a disgusting thought, but we're just gonna do it because we need it. And we're gonna head back up this way. And you guessed it, we're gonna grab the boat. Very crucial. And we needed that shovel to get some buried treasure from Og, which I can't remember what show he's from. I want to say it's the Wild Thornberries, but that might not be true. He might have just had his own show. There is one last crab we have to deal with that will, again, warp you into the wrong spot, but we are good. And we can begin, now that we have all the supplies needed, to grab the gentleman we need. Courage there needed a new wig to make him look styling and make sure Mojo Jojo doesn't recognize him, because Mojo Jojo will terrorize him. Classic bonk sequences there, of course. We are going to need to grab this lunchbox. Chicken, I believe it's pants that he needs, like a pair of pants, so we got him a new pair of pants, whatever. You know, who knew chickens need to wear pants, but here we are. Alright, and then we're gonna see Big Red from, I believe, is also Powerpuff Girls, who is gonna give us the platform boots, which is required by Dexter because he's short. He's nervous about that. Alright, come on, there we go. We do gotta talk to the mayor and turn in his lost lunchbox. Dude loses everything. For a leisure suit, which IR Baboon will need to look styling. Let's just say that their style choices are lacking, though it is a disco, so they're accurate at least. All right, IR Baboon living up here. All right, again, that bonk noise is just lovely. All right, so a couple last things we got to do here. We get by. Turn that warm milk into Eustace. Old people love warm milk. For a shark tooth necklace, which is obviously super styling. Double D from Ed, Edd n Eddy is really into that, so we're gonna give him that. And then we're just gotta grab our last little gentleman here, which is Dexter. He's all the way, if you remember, on the dock. But yeah, I highly suggest speedrunning this game. Weirdly, I'm one of the only runners, but I am a moderator on the speedrun.com page. We don't have a Discord or anything like that, but if you're interested, feel free to join my personal Discord. Ask any questions about the game that you'd like, and I'd love to help. Really fun, easy game to get into. All right, and they throw in Johnny Bravo here to make it complicated for us, but we already know what we're doing. Time is going to be coming up very, very soon. And get ready, and time. There we are. That is classic cartoon Summer Resort all episodes. I hope you enjoyed it. Very silly, very wacky game, and some nostalgia for everybody there. So if you're interested, definitely come on by. We'll welcome you with open arms into this very, very small community. But I appreciate everyone here who stopped by. You can follow me on Twitch, or if you have any questions, twitch.tv/KonceptioN2. If you have any questions about this game, and if you guys aren't going anywhere, stick around, because I'm not going anywhere either for